We are in Rancho Cucamonga at a very unique facility, the Frontier Project, and I'm here with Christine. Christine, tell us about this awesome facility.
Well, thanks for being here, Joel. It's a beautiful day and a great time to be at the Frontier Project. You know, we're just entering our second year of operations. The building itself is a sustainable resource center. We're open to the public to demonstrate environmental sustainability through products, systems. We offer a variety of workshops and classes, all just to educate the consumers who walk through our doors every day. During the week, we could have anything from an Edison commercial training class to a teacher's workshop. We just held a very large teacher workshop from teachers all over the state of California, educating on sustainability, showing some of the systems we have going on here in the building. One thing that's great about the Edison partnership is that some of the things they talk about in their classes, we actually have on demonstration here. So the students attend the workshop and then I take them on the tour and they see the systems in action. So it's a really great experience.
Now also on the weekends, you have like seminars where people come out and you invite the public to come out as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We do a lot of our landscape workshops on the weekends. We have quite a few demonstration landscapes. So low water use landscape, California friendly landscape. And so when we do the landscape workshops here, we're not just in the classroom, we take the attendees outside and we show them exactly what we're talking about.
Well, let's talk about this building. I mean, this is truly, if I'm not mistaken, one of the most unique buildings in all of California, right?
It really is. We actually just received our LEED Platinum rating, which is the highest rating available from the U.S. Green Building Council. They rate buildings on how efficient they are. And because of all the thought and the processes that went into this building, we're so excited to have achieved that accomplishment. We've got passive systems, meaning a cooling system in the building, like an AC system that requires no energy whatsoever. We have systems that have natural airflow going through. In the space we're in now, we've got some great natural lighting happening because of our glass curtain wall that's right behind you. The architect designed it specifically so we have this entire glass curtain wall facing north. We're maximizing daylighting. We pretty much have no lights on in this space all day long, but then we have this great natural light coming in. It's a low E coated glass, double pane, so it's protecting us from UVA and UVB rays. What we've done in here is we have paints that are zero VOC, which is very significant. You'll notice we don't have any odor of any kind in this space. We have systems that are keeping the air clean, and so we want the interior to be just as clean as it can possibly be. And because we have so many systems in the building that are a little difficult to explain, we have these fantastic kiosks that show the way some of the systems work.
Oh, wow.
One of the things I mentioned was our passive cooling system that requires zero energy from throughout the building. And so basically, and this is something I'm really excited to show you, is we're collecting cool air in the middle and it's drawing itself out naturally on either end of the building. So this is something that nobody else in our area has, and it's a really significant process.
So wait a minute, you said you're cooling the building without using any electricity. Well, think about that. You're home, you have to turn on your cooler, your AC, or your swamp cooler, whatever it may be. Right. You don't have to do that here.
Exactly, exactly. We're in Southern California, it's beautiful, we get some subtle breezes sometimes. We're able to maximize this passive system, open up a couple louvers, and we've got some great airflow in the space, zero energy used.
That is crazy. And how big is the building itself?
The building is 14,000 square feet.
14,000 square feet, and you're not turning on a switch to start power.
Exactly.
Now I want to go back, I just want to click back because I saw some other things. You have active cooling system, a rain harvest system, a
photovoltaic system, our solar array.
Solar array, just put solar.
I know.
Solar water heating system, roof strategies, and building designs. Yep. You have a lot going on here.
We do have a lot going on. We wanted to put anything and everything you could imagine into the space.
Now talk to me about the walls, because we're standing in front of this wall here, and this doesn't look like a normal wall that's in a house or a building or whatnot. Why is it designed this way?
Well, what we have here is just a typical pour-in-place concrete wall, but what we've opted to do is leave the finish rough, as we would call it. Where the boards came together, the 2x4s, we've allowed the cement to come through. And another thing you can see is the actual wood grain in the wall, which is really fun. So instead of having that smooth, boring cement surface, we've got this natural finish. Additionally, the walls have 25% fly ash content. Now that's significant because fly ash is a byproduct of coal manufacturing and typically just ends up in a landfill. Well, we're able to now put it in cement aggregate bases and use it in walls as well as in flooring. The redwood here at the Frontier Project came from the Felipe Winery right here in Rancho Cucamonga. They've been here forever. They used to store wine in 30-foot tall redwood wine vats. It just wasn't an efficient way to store wine anymore because of space. Well, they were breaking down the wine vats, we're going to put them in the landfill, and we said, wait a minute.
Oh, that's beautiful redwood.
Beautiful redwood product. It's local and we can reuse it. So we have this fantastic resource here at the Frontier Project, and it's not just a facade. It's not just for show. We actually use it to provide shading to the indoor spaces that are immediately behind it. It's just a great tribute to the region to have that redwood here on site.
All right, so I'll eat later. We are in the kitchen of the Frontier Project. Now, why do you have a kitchen here?
Joel, everybody has a kitchen in their life. Most people are at home. Some people have a kitchen where they work too. So we wanted to show different systems, different products you could use in your kitchen. Something I'm sure you're familiar with, bamboo. It's a fantastic product, grows very quickly, also highly regenerative. It's also resistant to water. It actually grows in swamplands. So we have bamboo on the cabinets and the floors. Another thing that's neat is the countertops. They're called avenite. And avenite is basically has broken up pieces of glass and marble in the countertop. So it's just sealed a little bit differently.
Wow. So there's like what, recycled glass in here basically?
Exactly. Recycled glass, recycled marble in the countertops.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Did you check out the appliances? I bet you wish you had these in your house.
Okay, what's unique about them here?
Well, we have the most efficient appliances available. Bosch was actually the Energy Star Manufacturer of the Year in 2009. So we have all Bosch appliances in the space to show efficiency, low water use on the faucets, dishwasher is low water use. And one thing you might have noticed when you were in the fridge?
Food. No,
It
I'm sorry, continue. Go ahead. Sorry.
It actually has a vacation mode. So when you know you're going to be on vacation for 2 weeks, it runs cooler because you know your kids aren't going to be opening and closing the door 20 times a day.
And then right around the corner here, we have what, the living room or the living space?
We do call it our living room. And the reason we call it that is because it's just a really great casual meeting space. In here, the flooring is a product called terrazzo. Now terrazzo, kind of funny, it's actually an old product that I've actually had people tell me their grandmas have this under the carpet in their old homes. So this is not a new product. We have free Wi-Fi throughout the building, so we encourage students to come out with their laptops, do their studying, whatever they need to do, which also works out great when we have workshops and seminars.
That's awesome.
You can come out here and do your homework, Joel.
Hey, I love it. Now, anything unique about the furniture or anything we're looking at over here?
Yeah, absolutely. The furniture was all donated by Herman Miller. They're a furniture manufacturer who's been around about 50 years, and they have a really great vision and mission to reduce their carbon footprint, not let any products go to the landfill. So if you have a product you don't use anymore, you send it back to them and they will rework it into a future product. So I don't know if I've told you, but the building actually took about 4 years to design. And that was because we brought experts in from all different fields, lighting, heating, air conditioning, landscaping, building systems, to talk about how all these things could work together. So the architect didn't want to just say, okay, here's what we're building, let's do it. We wanted to get the expertise from everyone to have the best demonstration we could possibly have here for our communities.
Sure. You know, I'm looking at some of the walls, and I love the simplicity of how this is left, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, it was just a finished concrete wall, and we were going to go back in and fill the holes in, because as I understand it, that's where the ties come in together in the wall. Okay. But we said, you know what, we kind of like that it's just not boring and plain, so we left the holes, and I can tell you how many people ask what we do with those holes.
Well, you know what you need to do is so we have energy efficiency with everything here. Make some energy efficiency for humans, so put some pegs in here and have people do some exercise climbing up the walls.
That would be fantastic.
That's probably
You can be the first one.
Maybe. All right, so where else are we going to next?
Well, you know what? Why don't we head outside and take a look at the garden?
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's right behind us. It's beautiful. And I'm wondering what these silver balls are all about. Let's find out. We're out here in the garden, and this is beautiful, but tell me about what the silver balls. Why are they out here?
You know, that's just a design element. We wanted the garden to have the feel of water without the flow of water. So you might have noticed we have the tumbled glass. That's actually mirrors to reflect the sun's light, and the orbs do the same thing. So just a design element, Joel.
All the other plants in here, are they water sustainable plants? Or?
They are. They're low water use plants, and we have a drip irrigation system. So it's actually a subsurface irrigation system. So we're watering from the root level fill up. And the thing that's really cool about this campus is that we have a natural bioswale where all of the water that's rainwater, any kind of runoff we get, is diverted to the center courtyard out front. It then makes its way to this south garden where it's stored in an underground cistern, and it's used to irrigate the landscape on site.
So we're standing above like a cistern. Describe what a cistern is.
So a cistern is sort of like a large holding tank. If you picture maybe like a propane tank or something you would use for maybe like your barbecue, but this one is 2,000 gallons big.
Oh, wow.
And then on this side, we actually have a 50,000 gallon infiltration pit. So think of 50,000 1-gallon milk jugs. And
that's a lot.
That's a lot of water. We're infiltrating back into the basin. So that was one of those things that was when you're getting the lead rating, the lead points, reducing stormwater runoff is a significant point. Sure. So we wanted to keep any runoff on the campus and then percolate it back into the basin.
Wow, so you're collecting all the water out front, it's making its way over here, and then with the water, it's basically watering everything that you have on the ground.
Exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
And what is I know Mike set up to do something over there. What is he doing?
Mike is actually going to go ahead and take the measurement of how much water we've got in the cistern, as well as the infiltration pit. We do this every couple of weeks just to kind of see what's going on, keep track of where the water's going, how much we're using on irrigation. So this is a really easy process. He's just going to go ahead and open up the tank and take the measure, and I think we'll be good to go.
Are we good with the measurement, Mike? All right. Oh, let's go check out and see what.
You know, we did get quite a bit of rain recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if the 2,000 gallon tank is fairly full.
So what do we have here? Where are we looking?
We're looking pretty good. What this does is we have a data logger down in the bottom of the tank, and what it does is it measures every 15 minutes what the level is inside of the tank, and then we hook up this little storage device and it converts it over to an SD card, and we pull all the information that's happening inside the tank. So we put this onto a computer, it connects through a USB, and then we pull the data out on a CSV, which is just an Excel spreadsheet, and we get to see what's going on.
Now, above us, we have this nice shaded area, which is a little cool now.
It is cool. It's our solar panel array, the photovoltaic system we were looking at inside.
Solar panels.
Solar panels.
Solar panels, yeah. Okay. And
exactly.
It's right above us.
It's right above us. This was initially going to be a covered parking structure, but we wanted to keep the gardens as large as we could, so that's why we have gardens here instead. The panels are 230 solar panels, and we're generating about 30 kilowatts, so that's about 25% of the building's energy use.
All right, Christine, we are on the roof of the Frontier Project, and this is really unique. You have plants growing up here.
We do. Actually, we have a couple different green roof systems. The roof is the largest area of heat gain in any building. So we're trying to insulate the roof as well as reflect the sun's rays back up. That's why it's a little bright up here.
Very bright up here.
To help reduce the heat gain on the roof. So that'll keep the cooling costs and keep the building itself a lot cooler. By having the light colored roof here as well as on the rest of the space up here, we're reflecting the sun's rays and not allowing it to absorb and heat the building.
Tell people, if someone wants to come out and visit the Frontier Project, what do they need to do?
You know what, they just need to come by. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 3. And then we also do tours, workshops, seminars during the week, on the weekends, in the evenings. So just give us a call.
What's the number?
909-944-6025 or visit frontierproject.org for all of our calendar of events and a reminder of the times we're open.
And again, we just want to remind you, this is available to the public, right?
Exactly. Available to anyone, free to come in, free to take a look around, free tours. I do individual tours, I do group tours, school tours. I love having students out here, so everybody's welcome.
This is a great teaching tool. Well, thank you so much for having us out here. This is wonderful.
Thanks, Joel.
And since it's so bright up here, I think I'm going to work on my tan.